I now give the floor to the distinguished representative of the Sovereign Order of Malta as last speaker.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Racism, racial discrimination, and xenophobia and related intolerance remain among the most corrosive threats to human dignity. They fracture societies, perpetuate exclusion, and erode the foundations of peace and justice. Millions of human beings continue to suffer the consequences of these scourges, which not only persist but continually evolve in new and insidious forms. Today, racism does not exist only in overt acts of violence or discrimination. It is embedded into the very structures and systems that shape our world, from education and employment to healthcare, housing, and migration. Emerging technologies, including artificial intelligence, have brought new dimensions to this challenge. Algorithmic bias and unrepresentative datasets can entrench inequalities, influencing outcomes in areas as sensitive as law enforcement, criminal justice, border management, and access to existential services. Discrimination, once visible in words and deeds, can now be coded invisibly into data and decisions. The Sovereign Order of Malta is deeply concerned by these trends, and through its humanitarian arm, Malteser International remains committed to serving those who endure exclusion and marginalization. Across regions from Rohingya refugees in Bangladesh to persons with albinism in Burkina Faso, our work seeks to ensure that no one is denied assistance, protection, or dignity because of who they are. Combating racism and intolerance requires not only moral conviction, but institutional reform and international cooperation. Laws must be enforced, systems must be made equitable, and technology must be governed by principles of transparency, accountability, and inclusion. Madam Chair, the challenge before us is not simply to condemn discrimination, but to dismantle the structures, visible and invisible, that sustain it. Allow me to conclude with 3 imperatives. First, to ensure that every national and international framework actively identifies and addresses systemic discrimination, including algorithmic bias in emerging technologies. Second, to expand access to education, which promotes critical awareness, empathy, and respect for diversity in all its forms. Third, to strengthen mechanisms of accountability and participation, ensuring that those most affected by racism and intolerance help to shape the policies designed to overcome them. Only through such collective and sustained effort can we move toward a world where difference is not a source of division, but a shared strength, where dignity is not conditional, and where intolerance finds no home. I thank you.